Hey guys, welcome to our optional yoga flow. This is something great that you can do on your rest day. You can also do it any day of the week. If you notice a day you're feeling really tight and your muscles are sore, this yoga flow is going to be great just to kind of cool it down, stretch everything out. So if you're here, thank you. I'm really excited to have you because this is optional. So it means a lot to me that you are joining in. So let's go ahead and get started. So find yourself at the top of your mat. Let's start with big toes together. Heels are slightly apart. You might close your eyes or maybe gaze down towards your toes. Hands can stay down by the sides or maybe even bring them into heart center. We have a little bit more time today, so we'll spend a little more time just kind of learning about the practice. I'll try to add in little bits and pieces and tips as we go. Right away, begin to notice how you're feeling in this moment. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, energetically, just notice where you're at. And then begin to notice your breath. Is it quick? Is it shallow? Do you even notice it at all? With that awareness on the breath, begin to find a steady rhythm. In and out through the nose. In yoga, we call this the Ujjayi breath. As we go throughout the practice, I'll cue inhales and exhales as we go, but no worries, don't get too caught up into the breath. Just make sure that you're breathing. Eventually, it'll become more fluid, and you'll notice your body wanting to move with the breath. Engage your core, pulling the ribs together, lower abdomen pulling in and up. Exhale, release, arms down to the sides. Inhale, lift the arms up, grab a hold of your left wrist, lean to the right, stretching through the side body, maybe shifting your gaze towards the sky. Inhale to center, grab the right wrist and lean to the left. Same thing, maybe your gaze is up. Inhale to center. Exhale, bring hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, lift the chest, look up, getting a stretch through your chest and back. As you exhale, keep your arms behind your back, spine is long, and begin to fold forward. Waking up the hamstrings here, relax the back of the neck. Exhale, release arms down. You might grab opposite elbows here, maybe even grab arms behind the backs of the legs. You can even bend one knee and then the other, beginning to warm up your hamstrings a little bit deeper. Inhale, come halfway up, gaze to the horizon. Exhale, plant the hands down, step or jump the feet back, lowering Chaturanga Push-Ups, elbows into the sides. Inhale, upward facing dog. Let's hold this one for a couple of extra breaths. Stretching out the stomach. As we do those Chaturanga push-ups, always an option to drop to the knees. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Feet are hip width distance apart. You can pedal out the heels to warm up the hamstrings a little bit more. If at any time as we practice together, you can drop the knees to the ground if your back or your wrists are feeling it a little too much, or maybe your breath speeds up and you just need to kind of catch your breath and come back to the mat. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, step or jump the feet up, look out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift arms and gaze all the way up. Exhale, hands down to the side. One more, inhale, lift the arms and gaze. Exhale, bow forward and down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, gaze to the horizon. Exhale, plant hands, step or jump the feet back, lower Chaturanga push-up, maybe on the knees. Inhale, up dog, one breath. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. Hold in downward facing dog. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Make sure you're gripping the mat with all 10 fingertips. Spine is long, reaching the tailbone towards the ceiling. You might even bend the knees a little bit to keep that spine long. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, step or jump, top of the mat, gaze out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift arms and gaze up. Exhale, hands down to the sides. Bend the knees, arms sweep up, chair pose, hold here, palms pressing together, gaze is lifted. If it bothers your neck or your shoulders, you can bring hands to heart center, gazing forward. Feel the inner thighs pressing together, building strength in the legs. Straighten the legs, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen, look out. Exhale, plant hands, go back, Chaturanga push-up. Inhale, up dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up, down dog. Step the right foot forward between the hands, spiral the left heel down. Come up to warrior one, we'll hold here. Palms are together, gaze is lifted. Or maybe it feels better to have hands at heart center. Wherever you are, trying to square the hips to the front of the mat. Beautiful. Exhale, bring the hands down to the ground, step the right foot back, lower Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot steps forward between the hands, spiral the right heel down, come up, warrior one. Again, if it bothers the neck, go ahead and bring hands to heart center. Shift the gaze forward. Make sure you're breathing. Exhale, bring the hands back down to the ground. Step the left foot back, lower. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Hold here. Tailbone reaching skyward. Hamstrings are becoming a little bit more warm and limber. Lift both heels high. Drop your heels to the right. Feel that stretch on the left side body. Inhale to center. Exhale, drop your heels to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, bring your heels down to the ground. Option to stay here or bring the right hand towards the outside of the left leg, taking a little twist. Feels nice on the spine. Exhale, release, staying here or taking it to the other side. Left hand towards the outside of the right leg, taking a twist. Exhale, release, bend the knees, step or jump, top of the mat, look out. Exhale, fold. Deep bend in the knees, sweep the arms up to that chair position. Exhale, come all the way up to standing, hands down. Bend the knees, arms sweep up, chair pose. This time, hands to heart center, sink the hips back. Hook the left elbow toward the outside of the right leg. If it feels okay, press palms together, shift the gaze. Come to center. Exhale, take it to the other side. Right elbow to the outside of the left leg. Maybe shift the gaze. Exhale, release, fold forward. Bend the right knee, bring the right hand towards the ground, or maybe even support yourself holding on to the leg. Inhale, lift the left arm high. Nice stretch in the spine. Exhale, release, switching sides. Bend the left knee, reach the right arm to the sky on an inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, gaze to the horizon. Exhale, plant hands, step or jump the feet back, Chaturanga Push-Up. Inhale, up dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Right foot steps forward. This time, drop the left knee to the ground. Nice low lunge here. You can untuck the back toes. Maybe stay on your fingertips. Maybe take it a little bit deeper. Come up, interlace fingers on top of the thigh. If it feels okay, you might even take it a little deeper. Interlace all fingers, but the pointer, lift the gaze. Find your place in each posture. There's no right or wrong way to do any pose. Just do what feels best to you. Honor where you're at. Exhale, release the hands down. Straighten that right leg out. Fold forward, keeping the hips up, getting a stretch in your hamstring. Stay breathing. Inhale, shift the weight forward, plant the hands down, tuck the back toes, slide that right foot back, lower chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward between the hands, drop the right knee to the ground, untuck the back toes. Feeling this stretch in the hips, the front of that quad. Maybe stay here or take it a little bit deeper. Coming up, interlacing fingers on the thigh. Really pay attention to your back knee here, making sure that the weight isn't pressing right on the kneecap. If it feels okay, you might even interlace the fingers, reaching the arms overhead. Again, always be mindful to your body, your condition. Exhale, release the arms down to the ground. Straighten that left leg forward and fold over it. Maybe you stay more upright, coming onto the fingertips, or maybe you sink it down a little bit lower. Doesn't matter what it looks like, just make sure you're getting a stretch in the back of your legs. Should feel so nice after all the leg work we've been doing during this challenge. Great job. Inhale, shift the weight forward, plant the hands down, tuck the back toes, slide that left foot back, lower chaturanga. Again, you can always drop to your knees. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog, holding here. Focusing on the breathing. And if you're new to yoga, you might wonder what the breathing is all about. Notice how in life, oftentimes our mind is just kind of wandering all over the place. So often it's on autopilot. By focusing on the breath, we just allow the mind to kind of slow down. Later, we train it so that we can use that same practice when life gets stressful off the mat. Tuning into our breath, letting everything slow down a little bit. Step the right foot forward between the hands, spiral the left heel down. Come up, warrior one. Open, warrior two. We'll hold here. The right knee is bent deeply, the left leg is straight, arms are at a T, gaze is over the right hand. Breathe. Keep the legs where they are, drop the left arm down, reach the right arm overhead. Exhale, bring the right arm down to the thigh, lift the left arm overhead. Drawing a straight line from that left hand all the way down to the left foot. Building strength in the legs, getting a nice stretch at the same time. Inhale, come up to warrior one, maybe lift the back heel off the ground. You might even drop the back knee down. Bring the hands to heart center and then twisting the body, hooking that left elbow On the outside of the right knee, palms pressed together, gaze is lifted. You can keep it on the knee, or you can straighten that back leg, lifting the heel. Inhale, come up to warrior one. Exhale, step the left foot up to meet the right. Balancing on the left foot, bring the right leg up to a tree pose. Maybe the toe stays touching the ground. Maybe that right foot plants on the outside of the leg. Maybe you lift that leg a little bit higher, coming above the knee. Find your place of balance. Exhale, release the leg down. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, bow forward and down. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look out. Exhale, plant hands, step or jump the feet back. Lower Chaturanga Push-Up. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Left foot steps forward, right heel spirals down. Come up, warrior one. Open to warrior two. Left leg is bent, right leg is straight. Arms are at a T, gazing over that left hand. Check back in with your breathing. Check back in with your mind. Notice if it's wandered off the mat, maybe thinking about all the things that need to be done. They'll all be there waiting after. So gently pull your mind back right now. Just gift yourself this time to breathe, to focus on you. Drop the right hand down, reach the left arm overhead. Reverse warrior. Exhale, bring the left arm down to the thigh. Reach the right arm overhead, creating that nice line from the right hand to the right foot. Inhale, come up to warrior one. Lift the back heel. Maybe drop the knee down to the ground. Bring hands to heart center. And then twisting the body, hook the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. Press the palms together, shift the gaze. Maybe stay here, or if it feels okay, extend that back leg. Inhale, come back up to warrior one. And as you exhale, power through the front leg, come to standing. Moving to tree pose. Left leg will begin to lift. Maybe the toe stays touching the ground. Maybe that left leg comes to the shin. Maybe lifting it a little higher, pressing it against the inner thigh. Wherever you are, just make sure you're breathing. Exhale, release the leg down, the arms down. Inhale, lift the arms up, maybe back bend a little, pressing the hips forward, lifting the gaze higher, and then exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lengthen, look out. Exhale, plant hands, step or jump the feet back, Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Right foot steps forward, left heel spirals down. Inhale all the way up and open to warrior two. Straighten both legs. Reach far out with the right arm. Drop the right arm down. Both legs are straight and strong. Left arm lifts. Triangle pose. That right hand might stay on your shin. Maybe slides down a little bit deeper, getting a nice stretch in the thigh. Inhale, come up, step the left foot in a couple of inches, and as you exhale, keeping the spine long, the legs straight, dive forward. Left hand comes maybe to the knee, the shin, maybe to the top of the foot. When you have your balance, reach that right arm up. Again, keeping your core engaged here will help you find balance. Exhale, release. Fold over the right leg, pyramid pose. So maybe fingers are on the ground, maybe they're on the shin, maybe even on the thigh. You'll feel this all the way down the back of the right leg. Inhale, come all the way up. Windmill the arms open to the long side of the mat. We're taking Prasarita. Both legs are straight. Lengthen the spine. Bring the hands to the hips. Inhale, lift the gaze, look up. And exhale, begin to fold forward. Keep the spine long. Release the hands to the ground, getting a nice stretch in the backs of the legs. Maybe folding a little bit deeper. Inhale, look out. Exhale, come all the way up. Bring the arms out to a T, and then bend the knees, sinking the hips down. We call this goddess pose or sumo squat pose. Should feel it in the thighs. Windmill the arms forward and down, drop them to the mat. Step the right foot back, lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale to upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. Step the left foot forward between the hands, spiral the right heel down, windmill all the way up and open to warrior two. Straighten both legs. Reach far out with the left arm, drop it down, triangle pose. Keeping the spine long, both legs straight, gaze lifts to the top hand. Maybe you slide that left arm down the leg a little bit deeper. Nice stretch here in the inner thigh. Inhale, come up. Step the right foot in a couple of inches. And as you exhale, take the twist. Both legs are straight, hips squared forward. Bring that right hand maybe to the shin, the top of the foot. Full posture comes to the outside of the left foot. Once you have your balance, if it feels okay, lift that left arm to the sky. Exhale, fold over the left leg, bringing both arms down. Maybe you're on your fingertips, maybe folding forward deeper over that left leg. Maybe hands come to the shin. Wherever your place is. Oftentimes people say, I can't do yoga, I'm not flexible. We do yoga to become flexible. So the more you do this, the better it will feel and the easier it will get. Inhale, come up, windmill open to the long side of the mat. This time bringing hands behind the back. Interlace fingers, lift the chest, look up. And as you exhale, fold forward. Again, getting a nice stretch in the hamstring. This time, adding in a shoulder stretch. Maybe fold a little bit deeper, keeping your spine long. Relax the back of your neck. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Bring the arms out to a T, and then turn the feet and knees out, sink it down. Holding in this goddess pose or sumo squat pose, feeling strong and powerful. Windmill forward and down. Both hands come to the mat, left foot steps back, lower, Chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. From here, drop the knees to the ground, taking child's pose. The knees might be closer together or maybe mat width distance apart. Sink the hips back, walk the hands forward. Check back in with your breathing. Thread your right arm underneath your left, getting a nice stretch on the shoulder. If it feels okay, maybe then walk the left hand towards the right side of the mat. We've done a lot of shoulders throughout this program, a lot of upper body. This should feel good. Exhale, release, come back to center. Taking it on the other side, thread the left arm underneath the right, getting that nice shoulder stretch. Maybe walking that right hand to the left side of the mat, taking it a little deeper. Exhale, release. From here, lift the hips up, taking a couple of rounds of cat-cow. Sink the belly down, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, round the back, tuck the chin. Inhale, sink the belly down, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, round the back, tuck the chin. One more like this each way. Sink the belly, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, round the back. Come to a neutral spine. Engaging the stomach, reach the right arm out and the left leg. Hold here. Core is tight. Exhale, release. Taking it to the other side, extend the left arm and the right leg. Exhale, release. Tuck the toes, lift the hips straight up and back. Downward facing dog. From here, bend the knees, jump or shoot the legs through, maybe walk it through. Come to a seated place, taking boat pose or Navasana. So you might keep your heels on the ground and lean back. Maybe wrap arms behind the legs and hold that way. Maybe taking the full posture, extending legs, extending arms. Be mindful of your low back here. Also of your tailbone. Hug the knees into in the chest. Take a breath. Extend back out. Navasana. Again, heels can be at the ground. Inhale, come up and release the legs straight out in front of you. Inhale, the arms reach high. And as you exhale, bow forward, keeping the spine long, wherever that is for you. So maybe it's being a little bit more upright. Maybe it's folding a little bit deeper. Wherever you are, breathing, getting a nice stretch in the backs of the legs. Also feeling good on the low back. Inhale, come up. Bring the right leg in like we did in tree pose, bending that knee. Lift the arms high, and as we exhale, fold forward again. Same thing, keeping the spine long, working that hip, gaining more flexibility in the knees. Also flexibility in the left hamstring. Beautiful, we'll switch. Inhale, come up, change the legs around, extend the right leg, pull the left leg in, seated tree. Taking it again, fold forward. And you might notice one side feels a little bit more flexible than the other. Totally normal. Inhale, come all the way up. Extend both arms. From here, strengthening the whole body. Bring the arms down behind you, fingertips facing forward. I'll show the modified version first, planting both feet and inhale, lifting the hips up high. Full posture, the legs are straight, doing the same thing. Total body strengthener here. Exhale, drop the hips down to the ground. Cross the ankles or the shins, plant the hands down, roll forward, step or jump the feet back, lower Chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Lift the right leg high, bend the knee, open the hip. Swing the right leg through and down for pigeon pose, bending that right knee, moving it towards the right hand. Left leg is straight, untuck the back toe. Lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, keep the spine long, begin to fold forward. Sinking into the hips here. I say it all the time, but one of the very best, my most favorite stretches for tight hips when I've been lifting weights a lot, running a lot. So great to do this stretch. Inhale, come up, plant the hands on the ground, tuck the back toes and step the right leg back, coming into downward dog. Taking it on the other side, inhale the left leg high, bend the knee, open the hip. Same thing, swinging that left leg through and down, bending the left knee, bringing it towards the left hand, pigeon pose. Spine stays long as you fold forward. Check in with your breathing. Inhale, come up, plant the hands, tuck the back toes, slide that left foot back, lift the hips up into downward facing dog. From here, jump or step the feet forward, coming all the way to a seated position, and then slowly lying down onto the mat, moving into Shavasana, letting the feet roll out, the palms face up. And again, how we started, just notice how you're feeling in this moment. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, energetically. Notice if it changed. Your eyes might close and allow your body to rest into relaxation.